Star Wars Unlimited fans, welcome to Legends of the Force, the 5th set of Star Wars Unlimited. At the time of this recording, it is pre-release weekend, the weekend right before the official release of Star Wars Unlimited's 5th set, Legends of the Force, on July 11th. Now, before you, I have the 2 starter decks for Legends of the Force. Now, typically, I don't crack starter decks on this channel for openings, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to show them off. Maybe you're very much on the fence of picking up, like, are you really wanting the Darth Maul deck? Are you really wanting Qui-Gon Jinn? Do you want to see what the cards are inside? Even though, honestly, you go online because there's not really a description on the back of what you all get. So, you're just very much curious about the 2 star leaders before you actually jump into the game. As a reminder, you will get the hyperspace leaders in your pre-release kit. So if you want the hyperspace Qui-Gon Jinn or hyperspace Darth Maul, you have to participate in at least one pre-release event. So I did pick these up from my local game store, Bulldog Community LLC. Bulldog Community Gaming LLC in Brownsburg, Indiana. I'll leave a link down in the description below where you guys can jump on the Discord and chat with the owner. Great guy. Scott's just a great guy. Been going there for quite some time to play some Star Wars Unlimited. He also, of course, has Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, One Piece, and he's doing Warhammer 40k as well. And Magic. Magic is quite big there too. So, I picked these up from his store, and I wanted to show you all off the decks just so you can figure out which leader you really 100% want to buy into. Because as a reminder, some of the cards in here are just reprints from the older sets while they're still in rotation, and then there are prints in here that you can get traditionally in the booster boxes. Because now, special cards or S's in these starter decks are now actually printed in the sets in foiling. So you don't actually physically have to buy the starter decks to get those special cards. Now the special cards actually come in the sets as foil cards. So if you want to foil out your deck, you just need to buy the foil cards from the main booster. Also, these do come with 1 pack of the 5th set as well. Now, originally, Star Wars Unlimited, for the first 3 sets, that'd be Spark of Rebellion, Shadows of the Galaxy, and Twilight Republic, did a 2-player set. So you got both starter decks together in 1 giant box as a 2-player. Then they kind of turned them in the first set for Jump to Lightspeed and the Spotlight decks with Han Solo and Boba Fett. So with Legends of the Force, they returned to that Spotlight deck, but again, you do get 1 pack of the new set in each Spotlight deck. So this is kind of just like, now they're turning into, hey, are you more preferring Darth Maul or are you more preferring like Qui-Gon Jinn? So I think we're going to start off with Qui-Gon Jinn here first, just because he is actually one of the leaders I was really hyped for to start playing with in this set. So anyways, after tearing my box, what you get inside is, of course, like I said, your 1 pack of Star Wars Unlimited. You get your cardboard tokens for like damage on your base and all that, and for when you burn your epic action on your leader, and for your token as well. I 3D printed my token, 3D printed this, and then I use dice for damage on my cards, and I use a spin down counter for damage on my base. And then the last thing you will get after I tear open that is the deck itself and the nice wrapping foiling. It's very interesting to see that they do this type of foiling. I've been so used to starter decks. I have like Yu-Gi-Oh!, even commander decks, and Magic kind of wrap it in plastic, not this like rice paper like foiling. But yeah, before we do that, let's crack open 1 pack of Legends of the Force here. Anyways, once again, this is a new set here. Each booster pack contains 16 cards, including approximately 1 leader, 1 base/token, 9 commons, 3 uncommons, 1 rare or legendary, and 1 plat, and 1 premium foil. Once again, the legendaries did get a bump up, so they're more common in booster boxes than anything else. Zoom in a little here for you. Anyways, we got, for our first leader, Supreme Leader Snoke. Action, you give an experience token to a unit with the most power among your friendly villain units, and if multiples are tied, you just choose the 1 of them, and if you control 6 or more resources, flip them over, and then on attack, give an experience token again to the most power among your friendly Imperial units. Again, he's kind of just a Tarkin. He's a Tarkin that has a better survivability than Grand Moff Tarkin from Spark of Rebellion. But still, I'm not so sold on him as a good leader. Neat leader, though. The Jedi Temple, of course, all the bases in here, the rare and the commons, are all just based around the Force concept. When a friendly Force unit attacks, the Force is with you, create the token. And then we got a Youngling Padawan, a Medical Frigate, a Loth Cat, Fallen Jedi, the Talzin's Assassin, Jedi in Hiding, the Jedi Counselor, once again. I discussed this back when I was discussing the entirety of the set. There's now a gold border at the bottom of cards. Those are Legends cards. They also have a big old L on them as well. I'll bring this up for you all. You see that L in there and there's a gold border? That means they're Legends. It means they come from the Legends continuity of Star Wars and not the canon continuity of Star Wars. So again, Legends of the Force not only is about all of the Force aspects like characters who wield the Force, weapons of the Force like lightsabers and stuff like that, Jedi and all that. It's also about bringing in the Legends continuity of Star Wars as well. We got Awakened Spectre, Jedi Knight, the Dogian Master, Battle Fury, Jedi Victor, the Tragedy of Plagueis, and then a Crushing Blow. Tragedy of Plagueis is not actually a bad ability card for Vigilance. Choose a friendly unit for this phase. It cannot be defeated by having no remaining HP, and an opponent chooses a unit they control and defeats that unit. Just really, really good. And Crushing Blow is a really good Vigilance control card as well. So, glad to have all of that. That's a pretty nice little start to the Qui-Gon Jinn one. So let's open the rice paper covering, and let's just take a look at the Qui-Gon Jinn's deck. Again, this deck is fully ready to be played right out of the box. This is what this Spotlight deck is about, is that you can play this immediately right out of the box, so you can immediately have your fun. So Qui-Gon Jinn is the newest leader to Star Wars Unlimited, and he is a really good leader if you're really wanting to play cunning villainy. Action, pay him, you use the Force, basically you'll burn your Force token, return a friendly non-leader unit to its own hand, play a non-villainy unit that costs less than the return unit to your hand for free. At 6 or more resources, flip them over, 4/7, and then when this unit completes an attack and survives, specifically has to survive the attack, you may return a non-leader unit. Again, just do the front side of his card. You just don't have to pay the Force. So I'm already seeing a lot of people are talking about this. I see this as being a very meta-relevant leader in the set and all of that. Anyways, we do get the green Jedi Temple base. We do get the Force token. The Force is with you. When you use the Force, remove this token from play. I'm not exactly sure if there's anything, but you do get some tips and tricks on the Qui-Gon Jinn deck. But I'm not exactly 100% sure if you only get one of these, if only one of these can be produced at a time. I believe you can only have one. But again, I haven't read the comprehensive rules completely. Anyways, we get our experience and our shield there. So experience is the youngling practicing on the droid. And then shield is the guy wielding around his lightsabers like a madman. That's definitely a shield. Anyways, for the rest of the deck, we do get a reprint of Maz Katana from Shadows of the Galaxy. We do get a printing of Ahsoka Tano from JTL. The new Luke Skywalker from this set, which is really good. Luminous Beings. A reprint of Sneak Attack, which is pretty cool. The young Anakin Skywalker, which is really good because it does have the hidden keyword attached to it. So again, this unit can't be attacked the turn it was played. Played that phase, and it also comes with shield, so this is really good to swing, and then Qui-Gon Jinn can bring this out for free, and it has the hidden keyword. Refugee of the Pack, another common. The Curious Flock, we get 3 of that. A reprint of R2-D2 for Twilight of the Republic. Now again, you'll notice instantly that the reprints, like Twilight of the Republic, R2-D2, Sneak Attack from Spark, and then Maz from Shadow of the Galaxy, do not have the little symbol, the A symbol that like Legends of the Force cards have. That's because they're just reprints from cards from their original set. So you won't be able to take these cards, like this R2-D2, into the next set. So once that rotation after set 6 drops, you won't be able to take these cards with you into the rotation format. You'll still get them for the legacy format, which includes every single set in the game. But they did not get reprinted with symbols at the bottom of them for when we rotate after the release of set 6 in March 2025. Anyways, we got 3 Youngling Padawans, 3 of the Obi-Wan Kenobi special rare. Again, no worries if you are really looking to play like Qui-Gon Jinn. You don't really want this card, even though I think you should get your hands on this Obi-Wan. When you play Fortune, you just gain Sentinel and he's a 3/5. He comes out on 3 costs, which I still think is a really good thing there. The set does contain his hollowing version. I believe it also contains his hyperspace as well. So the set does actually contain all of these cards in it as well. So a booster box now contains all the specialty rare cards. If you're just looking for them for very much ease, the starter decks are where to go. 2 of the Maws from Legends, 2 of the J-type Nebulan Starfighter from Legends, 3 Jedi Sentinels. This is a Legendaries card. 2 of the Paladin Training Corvette, really good card here. Just when played, give experience token up to 3 Force units. I definitely see myself playing this a little bit in Hera, just because Hera does have some good Force units with Ezra, with Sabine, and with Kanan Jarrus. 3 of Qui-Gon Jinn's Aether Sprite. Not exactly sure when he flew in through Aether Sprite, since he died before the Clone Wars ever started. I'm not sure if Aether Sprites were in development pre the Clone Wars, but nonetheless, he's got an Aether Sprite. And then we got the Stinger Mantis. We got 2 of the Depa Belba, 2 of the Quirion the Q, 2 Droid Suppressor reprints from Twilight of the Republic, triple Qui-Gon Jinn's Lightsaber, again another specialty rare from the set, 2 Impossible Escape, just a very good cunning card here, especially if you're a fan of cunning. It's just generic cunning. You may either exhaust a friendly unit or use the Force. If you do either, exhaust an enemy unit and draw a card, just really good. And then finally, triple Will of the Force, another just really good, just generic cunning card, because cunning needs way more power than it already has. Return a non-leader unit to its own hand. You may use the Force. If you do, player discards a random card from the hand. Just very super good, just super powerful. I mean, I love that, cunning just continues to have all the really good cards. But yeah, so that's the Qui-Gon Jinn deck. Overall, it just really synergizes with Qui-Gon Jinn's ability and all that. Again, really good cards overall in the deck. Like, the Will of the Force is really good. Impossible is really good. Again, most decks don't really play lightsabers with the name, because it only really works with this name, even though we do have a legendary Qui-Gon Jinn in the set. But yeah, I mean, this is a really good starting point if you're just trying to get into the game, taking out some of the cards that really don't make any sense in here. Like the Maws is pretty nice. Like, the Obi-Wans are neat. R2s could probably get out. Curious Flock, 100%, I think, can actually probably get dropped from altogether. The Anakins are really good for the deck. Sneak Attack. Oh, I guess Sneak Attack I thought had to do vehicles only, but it's just anything. Again, that's just a nice reprint as well for Sneak Attack. So if you're someone who still needs your playset of Sneak Attack, that's actually bad. The Luke's really good. A nice, really good reprint of the Ahsoka Tano. A really good, cunning heroic card that saw a lot of play with in the set. So glad to see a reprint for that. But yeah, really neat deck there. I really think that was actually a really good printing of cards there for you all. Again, these are going to be quick because, again, we're kind of just previewing the starter deck. We're not really doing a deep discussion of the best cards for the starter deck and all that. Anyways, once again, for the Maul starter deck, you get your tokens. That comes in every starter deck. We got our 1 pack of Star Wars Unlimited, the same art as we had last time, Ahsoka fighting the one guy, and then our rice paper covered Darth Maul deck. Alright, as we did last time, let's crack open the pack. 16 more unlimited cards. I do actually like that they're doing packs in the set as well. Anyways, we got the third sister. Kind of right now more interesting probably to play in Twin Sun than playing in traditional, because action you could tap or play a unit from your hand, it gains the hidden keyword for the phase. What I think is pretty nice. getting the hidden keyword. I think she's probably going to see a lot more play maybe in Twin Suns with the Grand Inquisitor from set 1, because the Grand Inquisitor from set 1, I have a strong feeling is going to be seeing a lot of play in this set. But yeah, pretty nice. We did get a hyperspace Starlight Temple. Again, when you friendly force unit attacks, the force is with you. So again, all the common bases are, as long as you attack with a force unit, gain the force. The rare bases are the ones that have like specific like requirification to gain the force each turn. We'll have to kind of see what people play with, if we see more of just the common force bases being played with, or we'll see the rare bases from this set being played with. We'll have to kind of see how exactly all the cards start getting played with as Legends of the Force starts officially ramping into the meta. Anyways, for the rest of the deck, we got the Will of the Force, the Kokwinkian Monkey Lizard, the Nil Marauder, really good with his legendary right now. I'm wishing we could pull one. We'll see if we do. If we do pull him. The legendary is really good where he doubles up all the raids. He doubles raids on all your characters. The Long Beam Cruiser, the Loth Wolf, which will be really good with Qui-Gon, with Kanan Jarrus from the set. Witch of the Mist, the Trident Assault Ship, a really good Separatist card that you could probably manipulate to come out a little sooner with Count Dooku. A reprint, of course, of the Padawan Starfighter, the DRK-1 Probe Droid, the Nameless Terror, the Eighth Brother, a Focus Determines Reality, a Captain Enoch gets +1 and +0 for each trooper unit, and you're just kapow. I think I could see definitely that coming to be pretty powerful. And then a Hollow Medical Frigate. All right, let's crack open Maul. Of course, this is, I believe, the second Maul leader we've gotten in the game. We do have the Maul leader from Twilight of the Republic, and now we have the Maul leader from Legends of the Force. Maul, on his front side, states, action and use the Force. Burn your Force token, deal 1 damage to a unit and 1 damage to a different unit. So kind of doing the red damage style. So he's going to be playing a lot more like maybe some kind of grit strategy. He does come with the blue base, so he's doing probably more grit based things. But anyways, on attack, you may deal 1 damage to a unit and 1 damage to a different unit. The weird part is he doesn't say deal 1 damage to one of your units and then 1 damage to one of your opponent's units. All he states on is deal 1 damage to a unit and 1 damage to a different unit. So technically, all you need to do is you can damage one of your opponent's unit and another one of your opponent's units. So you don't even really have to damage your own things to really get his effect to go off. He comes with the common blue base of the Shadowed Undercity. When a friendly force unit attacks, the force is with you. You get your Force token, as we've seen. You get your experience and your shields. And then for the rest of the deck, we have 1. Ogdo Bogdo. This unit can attack less damage. When this unit attacks and defeats a unit, heal 2 damage from this unit. This is actually really good to target with Maul, because then you can play this, target it with Maul, deal the 1 damage. It basically takes 1 damage on it. Still is a 5/4 at that point. It can still swing for 5 damage on your opponent's base and then heals back 2. 1, Paul Corell. Really good rare right now. He's got grit, and then when this unit completes an attack and survives, you may defeat damage with less remaining HP than this unit's power. So again, he's up to 9 health, so he can go all the way up to 10 damage, 10 attack points on him. So meaning that he can kill something with 10 or less power after he survives an attack, which is really good. A reprint of the Count Dooku rare from Twilight of the Republic. 1 Sith Holocron. A nice reprint of Fallen Lightsaber from Twilight Spark of Rebellion. Triple Witch of the Mist. Double Karis. Triple Night Sister Warrior. Triple Acolyte of the Beyond. I believe this is the only card in the set besides, of course, the Padawan. But the Padawan, the Jedi Padawan. Sorry. Yeah, the Youngling Padawan is, when played, the Force is with you. The Acolyte of Beyond, I think, is just going to see a little more better play for villainy decks, because on attack, when defeated, the Force is with you. I feel like this is just a whole lot better. We got triple Strike Ship, double Infused Brawler, double of the Kylo Ren with the now repaired helmet, double Marin, triple Talzian's Assassin, double Chirrut, The card right now that is super important for a lot of deck strategies, triple Darth Tyrannus or Count Dooku. But yes, this is right now the best like specialty rare card from a starter deck right now for this upcoming set. If there's any starter deck that right now you want to buy, I highly recommend buying the Darth Maul one, just so you can immediately have automatically these three. I just buy both because the series that Paul and I are doing, Paul Tire Play, we start with the starter deck before we jump into the official set. So, and plus I like having all the cards from the starter decks as well. But yes, this card right here is absolutely amazing for villainy. 4-drop, 4/3, comes in shielded and has ambush. So just super strong right there, just very good. Triple Scimitar, specialty rare for this set. Double Thralls of Convin, double Asajj Oppress, triple Darth Sidious specialty rare, triple Darth Maul's lightsaber specialty rare, triple Drain Essence, deal do damage to unit, the first is with you, still not a bad card, and then another reprint of Force Choke, which still is very much important, and with the set all about the Force, I see Force Choke and Force Throw becoming almost prominent enough that they may both become ban-worthy cards because of all the Force characters that we now have running around in the game. But yeah, that is the Maul deck. Overall, it's not actually a bad deck. It's just like I said, it's a hyper-aggressive strategy. It's got a really good reprints in here as well. Love the Darth Tyrannus. That's a really good pickup right now in the meta. Especially for any villainy strategy, that's going to be a staple in them without even a question. The Acolyte, I think, is a really good card as well, just because he can constantly on attack when defeated, just creates a force token. And like I said, it does come with a really good reprint of Fallen Lightsaber and a nice reprint like this Count Dooku. I like that we also get at least one Pong Krell and one of the Ogdo Bogdo in it as well, just because the Pong Krell is definitely going to be searched out. I can see Saj Ventress playing that without even a question of a doubt. But yeah, the deck is very unique. It's just another hyper-aggressive strategy. I just don't know if it beats out the original Darth Maul from Twilight of the Republic. But yeah, so that's pretty much it here, folks. I just wanted to give you a quick little look at the two starter leaders, just so you have an idea of what comes in the leaders. So if you're wondering whether or not you want to pick up these leaders. Now, as a reminder, the only way to pick up these leaders in this form right here is from the starter decks. The pre-releases are the only way to get your hands on the hyperspace leaders. And then the only way you're going to get, and then you can, I don't know if booster boxes do them, but you can get their showcase leaders from booster boxes or the Carbonite. So just be on the mindful that if you don't do a pre-release and you want Qui-Gon Jinn or Darth Maul, probably buy them online, or if a local store has them for sale, buy them from there. Otherwise, if you're looking for all the cards in the starter deck, like the reprints, then I highly recommend just picking up the starter decks. Overall, buy them from your local gaming store, buy the cards online if need be. But yeah, I'd like to once again shout out Bulldog Community Gaming LLC, where I got the two starter decks. Once again, if you guys are looking for a place to play Star Wars Unlimited, Saturday night, 6 p.m., you can check the Discord to see what the schedule is for games and stuff like that. Great place to visit. A good community of people come there to the shop. So if you're looking for Star Wars Unlimited, I recommend that one. Another shop to check out is Valkyrie Vaults in Brownsburg, Indiana. They do theirs on Thursday at 6 p.m. So if you can't make Saturday, or if you can't do a weekday, there is Saturday for Bulldog and Thursday for Valkyrie. I do both. And with that, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on the Qui-Gon Jinn, Darth Maul leaders. You see either of these being very viable in the meta. I see Qui-Gon Jinn 100% being viable in the meta. What are your thoughts on the reprints in the starter decks, the overall the cards in the starter decks, and all that? And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you next time. I'm on Dragons TCG.